Yo, what up,
Let's do the
Whatever you
friends.
want to do. Let's do Diddy. I got about 15.
Yeah, let's do Diddy because that's the more out there in the realm news. So basically, what has come down? I'm gonna read y'all a quick, brief look at the history of the controversy. So back in November, allegations as Cassandra Cassie Ventura filed a federal lawsuit against Sean Diddy Combs in a New York federal court. Her lawsuit, which you do not want to read, well, maybe you do, but you would be a sick person. It is pretty gross. It is similar to the McMahon lawsuits, just things you don't want to read about or know anybody that you know to be involved in. That being said, she did file that lawsuit, and recently, Sean Diddy Combs' house or mansions, in Los Angeles and Miami were both raided by the FBI, and this is an allegations of potential sex trafficking probe. Former FBI agent Nicole Parker said that Diddy said about Diddy, you cannot pay off folks in civil lawsuits, or you can pay folks off in a civil lawsuit, but that doesn't work in a criminal investigation, especially the federal level when it comes to sex trafficking allegations. So she's putting it out there that is exactly why this raid happens. Obviously, Diddy Combs is a famous hip hop artist from the 80s and 90s. He was with Biggie. You know, we all listen to all of his music. I mean, I love Biggie. It goes way back through all of the different allegations and stuff he's been through till now. And then it comes out that his producer, Ronald Jones, comes out and says that he knows about all of this different stuff and all of these different allegations. Rodney Jones, is suing for $30 million for sexual assault. He also, so this is the funny part of this line, though. It's not fun. None of this is funny, I want to say, but this is the part of this line. The producer worked with Combs on the Love album and says that he was subjected to sexual misconduct for the duration of the production process. He's suing for $30 million. He also claims that Combs owes him $50,000 for his work on the album.
Wow.
Wait, so you're worried about the 50? You're suing for $30 million, dog. I don't think you'd be worried about the 50,000.
It's like this one, man. In his lawsuit, if he would have paid the woman, did a non-agreement, whatever it is, and he had to pay $3 million, and he paid 1.5, and then paid the other 1.5. I'm like, this motherfucker just did deal with Netflix. This motherfucker got billions.
Got the damn money.
$3 million? Oh man, what? Please, come on, Victor, man.
One more million? Never. I'll never.
Oprah did that to me, okay? I'd own Oxygen. Wherever that fucking network she got, I'd own that shit. God damn it, shit. What? No, yeah. Come on. But yeah, I'm gonna say my stuff on Puff real quick or whatever. No deal with people saying. I'll say this. One thing I don't like is I'm not a fan of all these people that are like, Diddy, who are all his friends talking up for him right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a fan of just the constant onslaught of, F this dude, whatever. If he's that good, besides Stevie J and Floyd Mayweather, who else in those pictures, those billionaires or millionaires, are coming up to saying, you know what, he's a good dude, he didn't do this. So that's already kind of like, I don't want to say he did it, but it's kind of close. And he's been known to do he's very business oriented. Sauce Money, he wrote the song when Biggie died. And he's missing out on millions of dollars, but it wasn't in the contract, stuff like that. So he's talked about that before. Puffy, I say screwed over a lot of people, but he's very business oriented. Look at the Locks; took him forever to get off the Bad Boy deal. You know what I mean? So that's where I see this stuff. Yeah, he holds it, and he's a business. That's why he's so rich. So for him to get done like this, I'm thinking like, dude, this guy always covers his tracks. I don't see they must have something. Okay, and R. Kelly recently did an interview saying, until they put cuffs on him, it's all speculation. I was like, okay.
That's true. Put cuffs on you, allegations. You're completely right.
Yeah. That's true.
Now, the allegations though from Cassie and Rodney Jones have come after other allegations have come out too about other sexual misconduct. There's things about Usher came out recently and the way he was treated when he was a child around Diddy, allegedly, and then now you got what's her name from the Aubrey from the Danity Cats or whatever it was, making the band.
Danity Kane.
Yeah, was claiming that she quit. She had to quit because he was trying to ask her to do all these things. And so all these, as the old adage says, and is usually true, not always 100%, but the old adage usually holds: where there's smoke, there's some damn fire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he had custody of Usher too, so.
Yeah, he had custody with Usher. I mean, the alleged thing that happened with Black Rob and I can't think of my man's name back in the day.
Or Loon.
Loon. Yeah.
Loon,
yeah, with Loon. I mean, you heard allegations of Puffy way back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
And if you juxtapose Puffy's case with R. Kelly's case, you see some similarities because you see how people are saying allegations of R. Kelly back in the Leah time, and nobody said anything.
AJ number.
Nobody said
right. And you start seeing coming down the line with R. Kelly. Then we got to the point. We got to the point where they start indicting him, and now he's locked up. Now you seen this with Puffy. Allegations was coming down. I mean, way back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
You know, now you seeing they raiding his house.
Yep.
So I think that here's my thing about Hollywood entertainment. I think that, and this is my opinion, I believe that when stuff like this goes down, you either got too big for the powers to be, or you piss somebody off. Because this, look at Weinstein. Weinstein been doing it for years.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yep. And
you know
Epstein.
And Epstein.
Yeah.
Piss somebody off. All of a sudden, it's a big deal. Now, let me give you this caveat. You know, I'm not saying that this is not a serious thing. I'm not saying that we should take the stuff lightly. My point is that, you know, it's a big deal now that he didn't piss you off. But it wasn't a big deal back then when, you know, when he was doing stuff 30 years ago. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So that's my thing about this with Hollywood, man. You know, and somebody made a comment, I'm trying to see if I can remember it, about, y'all all upset about Puffy, and that's wrong with these black people. Y'all jumping on Puffy, but what about a man for Nickelodeon? Both of them wrong.
Yeah, both wrong.
Right.
Both of them wrong.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Both of them wrong.
Puffy gets the Negro wake up call. A lot of folks get that when you're too big. I mean, you in Hollywood are in the limelight. Ask Candace Owens. You talk too crazy, they will cut fire. The Negro wake up call is real. He got it
real quick.
For real.
I feel you on that. One thing I would say,
how do we feel? Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead.
One thing I would say though, just like Puffy, if you just look at it from this different perspective, you had Mace, Loon, you had Shine, all were under Puffy. Mace left, become a pastor. Shine, full-fledged hardcore Jewish rabbi. I don't know if he's a rabbi, but he's very hardcore Jewish. Loon went away, hardcore Muslim right now. So all these guys was with Puffy and then had to seek religion, had to seek their God or whatever.
I mean, that's a good point, man.
Tells you something right there.
I mean, I don't know if that's correlated. I don't know if that's
here's the thing. Here's what I say.
You want to go the opposite way.
To Clubber's point.
I mean, they were all. I mean, that's true though. That is a good point.
If you look at people who actually run to religion, right? It's always something tragic that happens, or someone's in a very bad state, dire straits. And they say they see is God bringing them out. They see something they cannot unsee, and they run to somewhere to redeem them. So I think his point is more to that they had to deal with something tragic or something that they can't unsee, and they need some kind of redemption for their soul.
Okay, so I guess and I guess if we're talking, obviously these are allegations. Everyone,
right?
We don't know
allegations.
Facts, but people have alleged, even men, that Diddy has sexually assaulted them. Yeah, even men. So if these allegations are out there, maybe you're right. Maybe as a man, you get your manhood taken. You know what I'm saying? You ain't as much as a man no more. Maybe then that may go make you seek God. But we're also talking about three people who were all gangsters beforehand too. Hardcore gangsters that was out in the street shooting and selling drugs and doing all this too. So couldn't have been the whole thing, or
Mace,
do we think
Mace
that?
Kind of talked about it on this podcast.
Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
No, I'm saying Mace kind of basically he did a freestyle talking about Puffy, and he sounded like he had some stuff held up for quite some time about Puffy. And like he said, when he went to his house, went to go brush his teeth, he saw something a woman uses to pleasure herself in the sink. Okay. And you know, exactly.
I heard that.
So,
I heard that.
You know what I'm saying? So there's a lot of stuff to this. And I saw what about Puffy's wife. Oh, yeah. Well, I kind of agree with her because they came in there like this was Scarface, like this was Nino Brown, like he had guns and bricks of cocaine in there. They took everyone out like that. Yeah. Like they didn't do that to Epstein. Okay, they didn't do it to others. So why are they so? If this is a sexual thing, why is the force, the SWAT team, and all them going there and putting everybody in handcuffs?
Here's why I speak to that on that. You know, the other rumor or going around about Puffy's dad. Puffy is known to hire goons.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? He's known to use violence.
Kid Cudi's car got blown up. Kid Cudi's car got blown up.
Yeah. Right.
So that could be some of the reason why he came in like that. Allegedly, right? Allegedly. You know, thinking, hey, he come in like that. We don't know what he might have in the house because we know he's known for hiring goons. He's known for doing things. So that could be part of the reason.
Yeah,
and also the fact that it doesn't matter because her claim's not going to make a difference because the federal government, so they're not going to give her anything for it. If it was the local police and they had gotten, and it was like police brutality by the local like LAPD, and maybe, but the feds, they ain't doing shit.
I'm not a fan of everybody just like snitching right now. You got Lil Miami, wherever her little dusty ass name is, like I bring pink cocaine somewhere and that. Like, shut up. Why you saying all you're back and you?
Are you volunteer information?
Right. Yeah, it was cool.
That's the other thing. That's the other thing about Diddy and Epstein and all these celebrities that Weinstein that have been outed is that, like you said, first of all, the situation happens when someone gets pissed off or something happens, an NDA isn't paid, someone gets slighted, someone's cousin hears something else about someone said something in the news, and then they get mad, then they say something, and then all of a sudden, everybody else who never had the courage, which again, there's nothing wrong with that. You go through something that is traumatic. Maybe you just don't want to bring it up in public, or maybe you just don't want. But then the first time that someone else does, then now you have the courage to step forward, and now it's the avalanche, like we saw with Sean Watson.
That's true, but some of these people are entertainers. Their life's in the streets. Their life is online. It's you're in entertainment, so everything you do is going to be out there. You know what I'm saying? So average person like us, I can see that because you're traumatic. It is what it is. But if you're known to be twerking and doing things on camera, being wilding out like some of these women on Instagram models that go to his parties, if you're not afraid of busting it open on IG, then why are you acting like what you saw when you weren't cool with? Now things are going down.
Go to my link tree for my OnlyFans, y'all.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? And some of y'all dusty out there be buying that stuff. I know. I can tell by some of the way y'all be typing, y'all be buying that stuff. So, okay, this is what we're not gonna do. I don't do hate. All right,
Brian has been
get off of LeBron's D. Okay, he did nothing to you. All right.
What does that mean? Just because he went to a party? There's millions of people that have been to Diddy parties, Weinstein parties, and Epstein parties that were just people that were just there. Okay, people, they were just there. They weren't actually doing anything. You could just be at a party.
Hey, what did Luke say? Luke said, "I went, but I didn't stay."
Yeah, that's true.
Right. He's like, "Hey, I was there. I had a couple drinks, and I didn't like it. I left."
I left. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
you got a curfew.
You go. I mean, think about it like this. But if Diddy's party is gonna be lit. It's gonna have women there. So you go there, you get your women, and you leave.
Do what you gotta do. Leave.
Do what you gotta do. You leave.
Yeah.
You go home
in the morning.
Yeah, you go home with somebody and you leave. You ain't gotta stay there for the fuck fest for Diddy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah. No, you're exactly right. I mean, it's just as easy as any other party that you've ever been to, right? You don't have to stay if you don't want to.
It's okay. If you don't like LeBron, it's fine. You don't have to throw that in there.
So what? What does that mean?
That's it. If you don't like him, it's fine. It's fine. You
get out of here. I'm talking about LeBron right now. Get out of here.